All right, so we did get a few questions about insuring children. So here was a question. I have considered buying life insurance for my children to lock in a rate while they are young and in good health. Is this a good idea? And what are the pros and cons of getting insurance for your kids when they are under 18?
That's a really good question, and I will tell you there is a lot of dissent in the financial guru space out there as to whether life insurance on children makes sense or doesn't make sense. I would say that one of the things that's absolutely true is if you buy life insurance while you're young and healthy, it's cheaper. You can lock in a rate for a long period of time at a low, healthy rate, when if you wait, you may not have the ability to buy it. Life insurance is a strange product, and unlike almost any other product on the planet, if you want to buy a crate of oranges, if you have the $10, you can buy the crate of oranges. With life insurance, it's more than just having the money. You actually have to prove you're healthy enough to qualify for it. And so locking down coverage when children are children, especially if it's permanent coverage, we actually have a video on that very subject, which may even be, I know it's available on YouTube. I think it's called Child's Whole Life, The Best Gift, or something like that. And we actually show an illustration of what this looks like if you buy it when they're young and how much money they'll have. You can pay for it over 10 years and then they own it. It's literally you own that chunk of death benefit, and then it has cash surrender values, and they can borrow against it to buy a house when they're 35. They can use it for retirement. It's amazing. I mean, it develops hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash because there's so much time for it to compound. And the other thing that those child policies do many times is if you buy a rider, a guaranteed insurability rider, it allows you to add additional amounts of coverage at later dates, beginning at 18, 21, 25, 30. And you can add, in this particular, the one carrier I'm thinking about, you can add up to $250,000 of coverage every 3 years, up to an additional $2 million of coverage over that child's lifetime without having to answer a single health question. So anybody out there that's ever had a problem passing a health exam or their health history has gummed up the works in trying to buy life insurance, if your child's healthy now, you can lock up their right to buy life insurance in the future for very, very little money. It's almost like an option. If anybody understands how options work, you have the option to buy a stock at a certain price. You have the option to buy life insurance at whatever age you buy it. You're going to pay the age rate, but you're not going to be paying based upon whether you're healthy or not. You're going to get the good health rate, which is very cool. So we like those. I think the video actually does a better job of explaining it than I did today.
Yeah, so for the LifeStages audience, we'll post the link to the video after the event, because it sounds like that's really an interesting.
Yeah, and there's actually an illustration that we actually show, and you can see the actual numbers as to how it works for an infant.
Yeah, and it sounds like there's lots of positives to
considering
that.